That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction
Monday.
on a Tuesday.
That's tremendous. Wasn't expecting that. Hey, guys.
What's up?
Everybody good?
Yeah.
What up, though? Sorry about that last segment, Rich. We just got so heated at each other.
What do you got?
Jake Browning's taking the Bengals to the playoffs.
I wish I could sit here and say this is not an overreaction.
Did you see that last night?
I know. I know.
can't stop talking about it.
I know. And later on, I'm going to give you my top 5 teams that can crash the playoff party, and we'll see if it's on. If he makes on that list. He was spectacular.
Jamar Chase was amazing.
And T. Higgins looked like T. Higgins. And
Joe Mixon scored touchdowns.
Let's just keep Tyler Boyd from throwing, and we're in good shape.
Who was that Chase guy, the other running back?
Dude,
never heard of him.
Oh, Chase Brown. He's from Illinois.
He looked great too.
I know, and he's been hurt.
I love the white uniforms.
Hey, listen, their issue is what's happened already this season. They are winless in division. Those are the first tie breaks that you normally have going against you. The good news for them is 2 of the losses, the ones that they've already lost the tie break to completely, is Baltimore, and they're not winning this division, so that's gone. However, outside of having lost Pittsburgh and Cleveland already, their issue is their record in conference. They're 2-6 in conference. And those are the tie breaks that might cost them. One thing that they have, at least, is they've got one over the Bills. Mm-hmm. Another one is they could get one over Indianapolis next week if they beat the Colts. Right?
Yep.
And then if the Texans come on strong, the problem is they've lost to the Texans already. But if the Texans knock out Pittsburgh and Cleveland, they could get some spots. And if Denver starts tripping up, they could make a run. But the numbers do not support that. But Jake Browning playing like that shows that the Bengals still have the stuff to beat some teams and have a run. So at the moment, I'll call this an overreaction. But I appreciate you trying to hook me in off the start there. What else?
Felt right, Rich.
It did. Right. And it does kind of. But the numbers, the tie-break numbers are bleak for Cincinnati right now.
Tyreek Hill's the MVP through 13 weeks.
No.
The dude's going to get 2,000 yards.
I know he's top seed right now in the AFC.
He's going to do it.
No, I mean, he's Offensive Player of the Year.
He needs, 500 yards in 5 games?
He's Offensive Player of the Year.
But why can't he be MVP? Brock Purdy plays on a super team.
Yeah.
Okay, so and he has 2 other MVP candidates on his roster.
Yeah. So
he kind of gets dinged a little bit for that. And then who else?
Christian McCaffrey is an Offensive Rookie of the Year candidate who is a difference maker for San Francisco.
But
Purdy
if you say him
there.
and Purdy split votes, why can't it be Tyreek Hill? I think we need to talk about this more.
Okay, and I'm there for you. Let's put it this way: that's not an overreaction. That's a legitimate argument.
Dude's getting triple team every time. It still has 150 and a touchdown.
Dude, I hear you, but against the Chiefs, they lost. Again, you can't say that and then also say, hey, who have they really beaten? Which I know is a drum you've kind of beaten for Miami, too. You know, we've got Mike McDaniel on tomorrow's program.
One take at a time.
Maybe I should ask him, who is your MVP?
Wonder who he would say.
He wouldn't say that. That's what we call a trap question. He's a coach. He loves all his children.
His response would probably be amusing.
Should I have the crystal ball with me here?
Yeah, Mike, I'm looking into the crystal ball.
Right. I'll say that's not an overreaction, but a wide receiver winning that award would truly be unbelievable. What, is Jerry Rice the only one who's ever done that? Right?
I don't even think he actually.
I think he has. You ask me the next one, I'll look it up. Go ahead.
The NFC. Speaking of Jerry Rice, the NFC is the 49ers conference to lose.
I agree. And this is a nice reverse of what of what you said on our Overreaction Monday podcast, is that they are the going to be the 1 seed. So it's the same way of saying it. I'll repeat again what I said here. And by the way, Jerry Rice won a Super Bowl MVP. So yeah, it's damn right their conference to lose, because the 2 teams that can take the 1 seed from them, they've already beaten in Philadelphia and Dallas. And I don't think Detroit is going to have a better record than San Francisco at the end of the year. They're playing way too inconsistently, while San Francisco is suddenly now playing consistently great. So, damn straight it's their conference to lose. You know, they should win every game with the exception potentially of the Ravens coming in their house to finish off Christmas night. That said, it's their conference to lose. Yes, sir. That is not an overreaction. What else you got?
I've been pushing for this team to be the 1 seed in the AFC. Thought there was a path. Didn't get it done. Now Trevor Lawrence is possibly out for a while. Because of that, the Texans are going to win the AFC South.
I'd counsel against that, sir. I'll say that's an overreaction at present. That is what I will say. Yes, sir. That's an overreaction.
We know how important quarterbacks are. CJ Beathard looked okay. Mm-hmm. But if he's got to play multiple games, I'm worried about Jacksonville still winning that division.
I get it. I think they could beat Cleveland with CJ Beathard. You know, and then the issue is that Houston. Let's see what their schedule is. At the Jets, at Tennessee, home for Cleveland, Tennessee at Indianapolis. They could win a lot of those games, but they're still so young. You know what I'm saying? Like they still are kind of like a puppy, you know, who may grow up into a grown dog very shortly. They already are a team with bite. I'm just not going to sit here and say that Lawrence going out means they're eliminated from the playoffs.
I would say playoffs.
Oh,
the division.
I'm sorry. That was the college football playoff committee thing in my head. But I'm not going to say that they're not going to the playoffs as a home team. I can't sit there and say that yet. I mean, when I say that the Texans are a puppy, can you ascribe to them they should win every game that they're supposed to win, like this weekend?
They should, but
you know what I'm saying?
Against
the Jets,
things happen,
right? Yeah. So I can't sit there and say that. And Jacksonville has a very stout team as well, and CJ Beathard should perform well enough to maybe make this an overreaction. What else, Chris?
I love the way he played on Sunday Night Football, Rich. Jordan Love is going to be a top 5 quarterback the rest of the year and win a playoff game.
I don't think that's an overreaction at all. I mean, we've seen it. And the Giants are going to blitz him coming off the bus. We'll see what he has to do about that, and I think he will handle that very well. And then Green Bay's rushing attack should only get better when Aaron Jones hopefully gets healthy soon. And their pass rush is terrific. So you got to, when you talk about, you know, winning a playoff game, it's not just the quarterback. They have the stuff to do that. They have the stuff to go into Detroit and surprise them. They have the stuff to maybe go into Philadelphia. San Francisco would be a tall order, but I'm assuming they'll be a 6 or a 7 seed, right? Because 5 ain't happening. I mean, they absolutely have that. And he has been a top 5 quarterback for 3 weeks already, so why shouldn't he continue doing it? He's been a top 5 quarterback for 3 weeks. He outperformed Justin Herbert. Obviously, had Justin Herbert gotten some passes caught, that would have been helpful. He outperformed Jared Goff, and he outperformed Mahomes. Facts. So, I don't think that's an overreaction at all.
All right, last one. And TJ, you know, you got to manifest. You got to speak things into existence, right?
Who you telling?
Got to do it. Got to see it to believe it. Got to speak it to believe it. The Panthers are going to win another game this year. They had a lead against Tampa. You could see it. Yeah. Bryce Young is getting coached up now. We got a new staff.
I got it.
Mingo is coming on. Chuba is doing his thing. They're going to win another game
I'm
this
going
year.
to respond to your Overreaction Monday topic with a what's more likely for you, TJ Jefferson. What's more likely?
I'm not liking
Chris Brockman is saying this about the Panthers because he's a keen observer of the game. Mm-hmm. He watches his all-22 film.
I'm a tape head.
He sees exactly how the Panthers just in one game improved and how Bryce Young is 100%. Maturing before our very eyes. And he is using his football acumen to make it an accurate assessment of the Panthers' possibility of winning.
No doubt.
Any of that's
no
correct.
Doubt, Rich Eisen.
Or he's saying this because he wants the Patriots to get Caleb Williams and have the first overall pick in the draft.
Did you see the memo about this?
Yeah, I would say the latter.
I have
on
the
that
memo
one.
about this right here from
I actually have
Chris
it.
Brockman from Inatank LLC. You have the memo.
I got it.
Chris
Yeah,
has the memo.
I
have the memo.
I wrote it.
TJ, you have the memo.
Good thing I didn't throw the memo
Even
out.
Del Tufo didn't misplace the memo.
Okay.
He's got it.
So
To the Patriots, Panthers, and Cardinals, telling them that at the very end, cut the crap. He wants the Panthers to win at least one, if not two more games, the Patriots to lose out, and the Cardinals to keep chomping wood. That's what the memo says, just to shorten it for everyone. So what's more likely?
What's more likely? Not the former, the latter.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Well done.
He just wants the Pats to get that first pick.
That's my answer
He ain't
to you.
chopping up all 22.
Well done. Well done. Way to co-opt your rare Overreaction Monday real estate to push your memorandum.
This is just what I'm seeing.
That's his agenda.
His agenda.
Panthers are going to do it.
I mean,
Okay.
Win another game.
we can't have the
Suddenly,
Patriots
you
getting the
just
number one draft pick.
hashtag keep pounding.
Okay.
Keep pounding.
You should
guys.
come in. We should get you your Panthers gear.
I can feel it.
Keep pounding.
I'm your number one fan. Stan.
He likes his water Tepper. Okay. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.